pictures say 1,000 words, but videos about the Iditarod, well, you just have to see. Now, two of the mushers who were a part of this race. Brent Sass took the Gold Coast Award, and this was the first in history. Tom was one of the rookies, but was a true soldier throughout this race. This video is the award ceremony to Brent Sass's with the 2016 Gold Coast Award. Sass was mostly in the top 3 leaders throughout the race. He even won the first ever Gold Coast Award, and was also the one to receive the first Musher to Ophir Award. He kept going, even through the pressure. And don't underestimate his dogs. They kept on through this race just as much as Sass. In fact, the next portion in this beautiful documentary shows how the dogs have to act, and what diet they need, and how they are cared for. Thank you for listening.
Dogs is #1 priority for everybody out here on this trail, and in fact, more than 30 dogs have been dropped here in Ruby for various reasons, just simply unable to go on the trail. Our Heather Hinsey discussed it today with the mushers and found out what it takes to keep these teams being cared for.
After 350 miles of trail, these sled dogs are bound to have some wear and tear.
Oh, I'm just massaging Sushi's shoulder here. It was a little stiff earlier. It feels good now, though. So, and who doesn't like a massage?
Brian Wilter's team rests up in Ruby.
Just checking the shoulders. I thought he was a little bit sore in the shoulder, but I'm not eliciting any discomfort.
Veterinarians give each dog a thorough checkup at every checkpoint.
We check the heart, lungs, musculoskeletal system, mucous membranes, make sure they're not anemic.
For mushers, these dogs aren't just pets, they're family.
It's all about dog care. The better you take care of these guys, the better they're going to take care of you. You can do a finish line. So, at home, this cost me hundreds of dollars, so this is great.
Inside the community hall checkpoint, vets have everything they might need to care for sick pups.
We have all kinds of medication that the mushers may need, such as regular antibiotics if there's some wounds or sores on the dog. We have intravenous fluids here because once in a while a dog gets dehydrated.
It's important for them to be prepared so they can send the team back on the trail.
And as veterinarians, it's just a privilege to be able to work with the dogs, and I've loved sled dogs since I was a little girl, and to me it's amazing I get to actually provide medical care for them now.
Shoulder feels fine. Okay, oh, that's good.
Brian's team is looking better now than they were at the start of the race. He's hoping they can hang in there for another few hundred miles.
Yeah, I still a long ways to go though, but we'll see. Hopefully try to get as many as I can to Dome.
Heather Hinsey, KTVA 11 News.
Well, I gotta love what these volunteer vets are doing to keep these dogs and mushers on.
Take care of all the dogs along this race. And as we have about 1,000 dogs that are running the 1,000-mile race from Cambridge to Nome, we basically examine them at 26 different checkpoints. And so the veterinarians will fly along this trail, will examine all the dogs, make sure they're healthy and doing well. This is a dog that's no longer racing.
The dogs eat raw meat. If they eat dry dog food, it can cut up their stomach and make them bleed. Whenever they push, blood comes out and it hurts them really bad. So then they'll have to be dropped off. But I wouldn't worry about that because they'll make sure that you have the right kind of food you're giving your dog. And you also have antibiotics for your dogs if they do get sick. And yeah. Thank you for watching.
What have we talked about in this documentary? Well, for one, we've talked about equipment, how it is one of the most essential parts of the Iditarod. We've talked about our mushers that we have chosen carefully to pick and to follow throughout this race. And last, but sure not least, we have talked about medical care, how dogs need it, and how it's another essential part of the whole Iditarod race. This documentary has been so fun to work on. We've all contributed our very, very best to this documentary. So, I thank you for watching, and I hope you learned a few things.